Hello everyone and welcome back to Let's Play Skyrim. Last time we cleared out most of Mistvale Keep. We did the barracks in the main zone. Today we're going to tackle the Jarl's quarters, and if we have time, the jail, and maybe some other stuff, who knows. Now for the moment I think I can wander around up here with impunity. What time is it? 11? Oh, not for long. People will be up here to bed soon. Here's an adept locked display case, which we naturally want to get open. Inside, an orcish dagger and a steel dagger. This is either Saerlin's bedroom or Harold's. I'm inclined to think it's Harold's. Well, let's take Harold's stuff. We've read The Legend of Red Eagle. We've read Herbane's Bestiary on Hag Ravens. We've read the Bestiary on Ice Wraiths. We've read Ode to the Tundra Striders. We've read Troll Slaying. And we've read Harvesting Frostbite Spider Venom. We almost missed another greatsword, which is also, like the one in Wylandria's room, clipped into the wall, so little console action can fix that. Let's go across the way into Saerlin's bedroom. I hear people in here now. It's time to start being careful. I think everyone goes to bed at midnight. Yep, there goes Jarl Layla into her bedroom. Here, another adept locked display case. Let's get this one open. Damn. Lockpicking to 86. Holla! Alright, that bedroom is cleared out. I don't know if we're allowed in here or not, but I think Jarl Layla just went straight to bed. Let's go clockwise in here and get everything we can, and then we'll be done with Mistvale Keep. In here we find our 5th unusual gem. And we find what I think is a lockpicking skill book. Yes, Survey of Thieves. Well, let me see where this fits in. This is the 3rd lockpicking skill book we found. Can take it off the list. And if I jump over to free boosts, I now have 4 lockpicking boosts left. There are 2 skill books to find and 2 quests to complete. Survey of Thieves by Anis Noru. This looks interesting, said Indik, his eyes narrowing to observe the black caravan making its way to the spires of the secluded castle. A gaudy alien coat of arms marked each carriage, the lacquer glistening in the light of the moons. Who do you suppose they are? They're obviously well off, smiled his partner, Hiraya. Perhaps some new imperial cult dedicated to the acquisition of wealth? Go into town and find out what you can about the castle, said Indik. I'll see if I can learn anything about who these strangers are. We meet on this hill tomorrow night. Hiraya had 2 great skills, picking locks and picking information. By dusk of the following day she had returned to the hill. Indik joined her an hour later. The place is called Ald Olira, she explained. It dates back to the 2nd era when a collection of nobles built it to protect themselves during one of the epidemics. They didn't want any of the diseased masses to get into their midst and spread the plague, so they built up quite a sophisticated security system for the time. Of course, it's mostly fallen into ruin, but I have a good idea about what kind of locks and traps might still be operational. What did you find out? I wasn't nearly so successful, frowned Indik. No one seemed to have any idea about the group, even that they were here. I was about to give up, but at the charter house I met a monk who said that his masters were a hermetic group called the Order of Saint Idnua. Now, this is obscure, but Idnua backwards is Aunde, and if you're familiar with Morrowind, that name should be familiar to you as one of the vampire clans. I talked to him for some time, this fellow named Parathion, and it seems they're having some sort of ritual feast tonight. Are they wealthy? Asked Hariah impatiently. Embarrassingly so, according to the fellow, but they're only at the castle for tonight. I have my picks on me, winked Hariah. Opportunity has smiled on us. She drew a diagram of the castle in the dirt. The main hall and kitchen were near the front gate, and the stables and secured armory were in the back. The thieves had a system that never failed. Hariah would find a way into the castle and collect as much loot as possible, while Indic provided the distraction. He waited until his partner had scaled the wall before rapping on the gate. Perhaps this time he would be a bard or a lost adventurer. The details were the most fun to improvise. Hariah heard Indic talking to the woman who came to And we're back. The game did crash, and it was still recording, at least for a time. Anyway, here we are. The man had charm, she would give him that. Only a few of the traps and locks to the armory had been set. Undoubtedly, many of the keys had been lost in time. Whatever servants had been in charge of securing the Order's treasures had brought a few new locks to affix. It took extra time to maneuver the intricate hasps and bolts of the new traps before proceeding to the old but still working systems. But Hariah found her heart beating with anticipation. Whatever lay beyond the door, she thought, must be of sufficient value to merit such protection. When at last the door swung quietly open, the thief found her avaricious dreams paled to reality. A mountain of golden treasure, ancient relics glimmering with untapped magicka, weaponry of matchless quality, gemstones the size of her fist, row after row of strange potions, and stacks of valuable documents and scrolls. She was so enthralled by the sight she did not hear the man behind her approach. "You must be Lady Tressid," said the voice, and she jumped. It was a monk in a black hooded robe, intricately woven with silver and gold threads. For a moment she could not speak. This was the sort of encounter that Indic loved, but she could think to do nothing but nod her head with what she hoped looked like certainty. "I'm afraid I'm a little lost," she stammered. "I can see that," the man laughed. "That's the armory. I'll show you the way to the dining hall. We were afraid you weren't going to arrive. The feast is nearly over." Hariah followed the monk across the courtyard to the double doors leading to the dining hall. A robe identical to the one he was wearing hung on a hook outside, and he handed it to her with a knowing smile. She slipped it on. She mimicked him as she lowered the hood over her head and entered the hall. Torches illuminated the figures within around the large table. Each wore the uniform black robe that covered all features, and from the look of things the feast was over. Empty plates, platters, and glasses filled every inch of the wood, with only the faintest spots and dribbles of the food remaining. It was a breaking of a fast, it seemed. For a moment, Hariah stopped to think about poor lost Lady Tressid, who had missed her opportunity for gluttony. The only unusual item on the table was its centerpiece, a huge golden hourglass, which was on its last minute's worth of sand. Though each person looked alike, some were sleeping, some were chatting merrily to one another, and one was playing a lute. Indic's lute, she noticed, and then noticed Indic's ring on the man's finger. Hariah was suddenly grateful for the anonymity of the hood. Perhaps Indic would not realize that it was she, and that she had blundered. "Tressid," said the young man to the assembled, who turned as one to her and burst into applause. The conscious members of the order arose to kiss her hand and introduce themselves. Nirdla, Sulek, Kyler, the names got stranger, Toniop, Hitilitz, Noitrop. She could not help laughing. "I understand. It's all backwards. Your real names are Aldrin, Celius, Relic, Poinot, Stillith, Parathion." "Of course," said the young man. "Won't you have a seat?" "Say," giggled Hiriah, getting into the spirit of the mask, and taking an empty chair, "I suppose that when the hourglass runs out, the backwards names go back to normal?" "That's correct, Tressid," said the woman next to her. "It's just one of our order's little amusements. This castle seemed like the appropriately ironic venue for our feast, devised as it was to shun the plague victims who were, in their way, a walking dead." Hiriah felt herself light-headed from the odor of the torches, and bumped into the sleeping man next to her. He fell face forward onto the table. "Poor Ezrock Tisrif," said a neighboring man, helping to prop the body up. "He's given us so much." Hiriah stumbled to her feet and began walking uncertainly for the front gate. "Where are you going, Tressid?" asked one of the fingers, his voice taking on an unpleasant, mocking quality. "My name isn't Tressid," she mumbled, gripping Indic's arm. "I'm sorry, partner, we need to go." The last crumb of sand fell in the hourglass as the man pulled back his hood. It was not Indic. It was not even human, but a stretched grotesquerie of a man with hungry eyes and a wide mouth filled with tusk-like fangs. Hiriah fell back into the chair of the figure they called Ezrock Tisrif. His hood fell open, revealing the pallid, bloodless face of Indic. As she began to scream, they fell on her. In her last living moment, Hiriah finally spelled Tressid backwards. Don't fuck with vampires. Unless you're me. I can handle them. Although I still think they're some of the hardest enemies in the game. I say that every time they come up, because it's true, damn it. Here's another adept locked display case we can get into. Hopefully, anyway. First, I have 2 breakable picks. Now let's get this joker open. Steel shield, helmet, and armor. Now I'll show you this balcony right quick. There's absolutely nothing out here, but I suppose it's worth seeing, if nothing else. Yep, there it is. Well, we can finish clearing out Layla's bedroom, and then we'll be done with the keep. Unless you count the jail as part of the keep, which... they're not connected, but they're part of the same architecture, so I suppose there is an argument to be made. Alright. We are done. Let's get out of here. And head for the jail. Ooh, and look. 2 baskets I almost missed. No need to sneak anymore.
Is that fur coming out of your ears? Take my advice. Don't listen to that talk of the face sculptor down in the Ragged Flagon. Face butcher is more like it from what I've heard.
Head right over here to Riften Jail. I don't know why all this stuff is free to take. Seems bizarre. The only Dance in Fire we have yet to read now is Volume 2. We'll know it when we read it, because it's a skill book. Free to take. Good. That certainly makes this easier.
Get away from me.
Here's an expert locked door. And amazingly, that bro next to us can't see us. So, let's pick it open. Damn. There we go. Yay! Now let's talk to the jailer.
If you're looking to settle in Riften, there's a house for sale. Honeyside. See the steward in the keep if you want it.
Oh. Looks like for the most part... Yeah, he's got nothing I want. Well, let's just go clockwise. Start in here. Including these shelves over here, where things are free to take. Let's see about this room. Oh, that goes downstairs. I want to do that last, so I changed my mind. We're going to go counterclockwise. Anything important? Nope.
Best offense is a good defense, am I right?
We've read Rising Threat Volume 1. We've read the Third Era Timeline. We've read Fall from Glory. Master-locked evidence chest. It's gonna be tough with our single lockpick. And there's not even anything inside, but I want the lockpicking experience. You all know how I am. These frame rate issues I'm having certainly aren't helping things. just not quite as reactive as I need it to be. I'm gonna need to get pretty damn lucky. Damn! Well, it doesn't get much luckier than having it that close to the very center. It was insufficient. Damn. The problem is I can't do any sensitive work because with that little bit of lag, by the time I see any twitches at all, my pick's already broken. Oh well. Just keep on plugging away, we'll get it eventually. We've gotten all the others we've run into so far. We'll get this one too. Damn it! This is bananas, yo! And the lag's not that bad. My FPS is in the 40s, which should be enough for this, at least. But it isn't. Oh, got it. Yeah, bitch. Magnets. Soul gems, iron mace. Orcish shield. Man, there's some good stuff in here. And here's a prisoner belongings chest, which I would wager is also going to be master locked. Yep, that's how it goes. There's always two. And at our level, they're always going to be master locked. I think the lowest I've seen is adept. At our level, we'll never see that again in any of the jail chests. Damn. Every time I get close enough to the sweet spot that the pick moves, I'm certain I'm gonna get it. Just too optimistic. Well, that was close, but no good. Lag got me that time. Couldn't even see twitches. Just saw the pick break. Boom! Lockpicking to 88. Yeah, bitch. Magnets. Any other Breaking Bad fans out there? You know why I'd say that. Okay. Well, good. That's definitely worth a quick save. Excuse me. Well, it looks like they do have something of a torture room. That's never good. Alright, let's do the upper level of cells. And then we can go down below. Yay! Now we can't typically enter the occupied cells You can see we can't even interact with the door. I think while we're in here, we might be in here long enough for people to wake up. If not, I'll just have to remember to come back. There's an adept lock on this one. Let's get it open. Let's head inside. I think this might be... It is. This is the one where, we go if we're thrown in prison. I'll be back here because I want to show you the exit, or the secret escape route. For now, though, let's
Keep your
just
hands to yourself.
stay in here. Here's a gentleman and a scholar. Despite how good his cell looks, there's no good way inside. We can reach some stuff from out here. Oh, no we can't. His cell actually acts like a barrier stopping us from getting inside. So, don't worry about any of this stuff. The developers... Oh, but look, we can take this stuff for whatever reason. Don't mind if I do.
Have you come to gawk at me, or is this a social call?
We can't get that stuff. Okay, that's fine. Here's Sibby Blackbriar. We saw a note about him earlier. I'm gonna leave Sibby's stash key.
Filthy! Don't
It's involved with a quest he's about to give us.
even think about it.
Should have paid attention.
You
That's
little...
valuable enough. I'll need to take it separately, I think. Now let's talk to him.
Ah, finally. Someone besides the stupid guards to talk to. Huh?
Why are you in jail?
Look, we all have our flaws. Mine is that women can't get enough of me. So I had this little affair going on while I was betrothed to a beautiful girl named Svidi. Well, she finds out and she tells her brother Wolfer that her brother attacks me with a knife. I mean, I had to defend myself.
So you got arrested for his murder?
Exactly. Now I have to stare at these bars for 8 months. Can you believe it? I was about to let that wench marry into the richest family in Riften, and this is how she repays me. I'd do anything to have that whore's head on a platter. All I need to know is where she is.
I'll help you find her.
Ah, that's the spirit. Find her, and I promise you'll be well compensated.
Do you have any information on Svidi?
She was a young woman, buxom, with long flowing black hair. She used to sing the most lovely songs to me when we were courting. Never heard a voice so beautiful. All that talent will go to waste when I'm finished with her.
You're serving only 8 months for murder?
Mother thought I should be taught a lesson for airing the family's dirty laundry in public. I mean, I've taken care of many people for her in the past. What in oblivion did she expect me to do? Ah, well, at least I have all the comforts of home during my stay. Well, except the touch of a woman, of course.
Tell me about your family.
When speaking of the Blackbriars, only one thought should spring to mind. We are not to be trifled with. Help us, you end up rich. Cross us, and you'll end up a memory. Is that enough information for you?
Yeah, I reckon.
When I find that bitch, I'm gonna wring her little neck.
Alright, so this is a miscellaneous quest called The Lover's Requital. Discover Svidi's whereabouts. Let's keep on going. Here's an adept locked door we can pick open. I even have an extra pick I can break.
Hands to yourself, sneak thief.
Alright, let's go downstairs now. Dance in Fire v3, Brief History of the Empire Part 3, Wolf Queen v5. We have read all of these. What about this shelf? Brief History of the Empire v3, we've read. Ruins of Kemmel Sea, we've read. Legend of Red Eagle, we've read. Real Baron Zaya v4, we've read. Spirit of Nirn, we've read. Another level.
Don't even think about it.
Song of Pelennor v4, we've read.
Need a think? You go to the BM bar. Stay out of the Ragged Flagon. Stay out of the Ratway.
We've read The First Hold Revolt. We've read Wolf Queen v5. We've read Wolf Queen v3. We've read A Children's Anwad. Read Life of Uriel Septim VII. Here's an adept locked door. Let's get this one open.
Talk of strange happenings at Autumnshade Clearing. Just north of the lake. My guess? Spriggans.
We've got a prisoner here we could visit if he'd get close enough to speak to us.
Let me guess. Someone stole your sweet roll?
Take whatever we can reach through the bars. There's no getting anything else. I need them to come closer. He's awake, but I can't reach him. Well, let's do these other two cells. This cell will have another inhabitant in the future. For now, it's empty. Let's grab this lantern, head to the fourth and final cell. See if we can't pick this one open. Take all the stuff from in here. It is now 5 a.m.
Everything all right?
They're supposed to come to the door. Since he's not doing it, I'll just show them to you.
Keep your
What?
hands to
What are you
yourself.
looking at? Piss off. I'm busy. Get away from me. Get away from me.
Alright. That's Mulgrum twice killed. Let's go upstairs, visit that other prisoner, and then I'll show you the escape route, which you yourself can use.
Lightly
If you
armored
get thrown
means
in
light
jail.
on your feet. Smart.
See if the other prisoner's awake yet. That would
Careful
be
with
no.
that fire.
Well, for her, let's wait until she wakes up.
Is it getting hot? Or is it just me?
There we go. Threcky the Innocent.
Let me out of here, damn it. I'm not a criminal. This is what happens to you when you speak your mind in this city. They threw me in here because I called Ulfric a liar, a deceiver. Ulfric doesn't care about Talos. He yearns for the throne of Skyrim, and he'll say anything to rally people to his side. But now, because of Ulfric's greed, countless lives have been lost. On second thought, maybe I'm better off in here. At least I'll die with a clear conscience.
Alright. Oh.
Is there something I can do for you? Is there something I can do for you?
Alright, that's it for her. So let's check out the escape route. And this video's at about 40 minutes, so we're doing okay. Now, it didn't work, and I don't know why, but if you activate that broken shackle, the wall is supposed to collapse, which leads you into this tunnel. Why it didn't work? I don't know. Maybe we have to actually be in jail, but you know, if it's there for the activation, I feel like it ought to work. Well, let's just make our way through here. There is some decent stuff down here, typically. Through these bars, you can just see a shovel we can grab. That's no matter. Let's go this way. Towards the water is usually a good bet if we want to escape. Now you can reach through these bars. Well, you're supposed to be able to, but it's not working right. You're supposed to be able to pick the lock on the prisoner belongings chest there, so you can get your stuff as you make your escape. But things are glitchy. It's Skyrim, what do you expect? We actually have a hostile critter up ahead. I think it's just a skeever. Yes, it is. But here we are. Notice the very bright lights. Let me briefly check this water cistern. I don't think there's anything. Nope, nope, there is some stuff down here. Go figure. Unlocked chest. stuff in it. Over here we have, looks like 2 more sacks. Alright. Let's keep going. This takes us to the sewer. Bear trap, tankard, grand soul gem. What can we reach? Saw a spot where I could reach the shovel. There we go. Tankard back there we can't reach. That's alright. Nothing in here. Tankard. Sack back there we can't reach. Just fine. What we have over here is an exit out to the Riften docks. I think I showed it to you earlier. But that'll suffice to clear out Riften jail. Pretty awesome. And there we are. Well, let's head back in the way we came. Get up there, horse. Back into Riften jail. We can make our way out, same way we came in. Of course, the wall didn't collapse like it was supposed to. Like I said, I have no problem using the console to fix glitches. Oh look, a hanging moss I almost missed. 2 of them, in fact. We can just head right back up to the cell. There you go. You can see how strangely it's behaving. We've been going about 45 minutes, so I think it'll be just fine if I keep my loop going and tackle Otter Hall Orphanage, which is up next.
How can I help a brother not?
Let's save detect life until we're out of the marketplace.
Careful with that fire.
Yeah, we got about about 15 minutes left. Should more than suffice to clear out the orphanage.
Looking to stay alive? Why take
Here is Honor Hall Orphanage. Let's go in.
Those who shirk their duties will get an extra. Eden, do I make myself clear?
Yes, Grella.
And one more thing. I will hear no more talk of adoptions. None of you riffraff is getting adopted, ever. Nobody needs you. Nobody wants you. That, my darlings, is why you're here. Why you will always be here. Until the day you come of age and get thrown into that wide, horrible world. Now, what do you all say?
We love you, Grella. Thank you for your kindness.
That's better. Now scurry up.
Alright, so the headmistress is one mean lady.
Constance!
Yes, Grella.
7 septims are missing from my purse. I know it was rumored. You get those coins back, or by Stendar, I'll see her rot in the dungeon.
I'll handle it. No need to blow things out of proportion.
Whoops. Well, here is Constance Michel, the assistant who actually seems to like the children. Nothing to pickpockets, let's talk to her.
You really shouldn't be here. I'm sorry, but the children aren't up for adoption right now. You should go. My only concern is for the children. The poor darlings have no one else. Need something?
Is Grelod always like that?
Sadly, yes. Even the townsfolk have taken to calling her Grella the Kind. Her very existence has become something of a running joke. Grelod runs this orphanage because she's old and set in her ways and doesn't know any other life. These children need love and comfort. I try. But I'm sorry. You should go. The children aren't up for adoption, and it's cruel to get their hopes up. Besides, Grelod hates visitors.
Could I adopt one of your children?
I'm sorry, no. Grelod is the headmistress here, and she's decided not to allow any adoptions right now. I wish things were otherwise. All of these children deserve a better home, but there's nothing I can do. What can I do for you?
Alright, let's finish clearing this room now. At least as soon as Constance turns around again. Oh, let's get the garlic braid. There we go. Alright.
If there's nothing else, I really must ask you to leave.
Let's clear this room. I believe this is Constance's little bedroom. Purloined Shadows, we've read before. Pickpocket skill book.
Constance,
Yes, Grella.
the stores are running. Oh, we'll need to water down the milk again. Besides, we don't want the little darlings getting fat.
Please just
I'm
let
really
me
afraid
handle
of
it.
Grella.
It's not a
When
problem.
Aventus escaped, she was so mad. I got double the beatings that day. I hate it here. Grella the Kind is the meanest person in all of Skyrim. I'm strong and quick and can do any chore you want. Come on, adopt me, please. Yes?
Who is Aventus?
A little boy who lived here, Aventus Saratina. He was nice, but really quiet and sad, because his mother just died. He ran away, back home to Windhelm. Samuel told me he's trying to get some murderer people to come here and kill Gredlin. I really hope he does.
Alright.
Alright then.
Empty chest.
Please,
Yes?
mister. You gotta get me out of here. Ever since Aventus left, Grillad's been even meaner than usual. I swear, she's gonna kill one of us.
Constance,
It's too bad the orphanage ain't letting us kids get
I
adopted.
can't abide
I'd be the
someone
best son
who's constant
ever.
Talk of his parents.
Yes?
I was named
Coming
after the
from him.
sound a
This is
lion
only
makes.
temporary.
You know, roar!
Accept his
Really?
fate.
Okay, okay.
Need something?
I'll deal with
Who is Aventus?
Aventus Aretino? He only lived here for a while. I think his mother got sick and died or something. Anyway, he's gone now. He ran away. But Samuel told me he's back home in Windhelm and is doing some kind of dark ritual. He's trying to summon some killers to come get old Grella.
Alright.
Alright then,
Two other boys to talk to. Samuel.
come to get yourself a kid? You're out of luck. No way Grilla would let any of us get adopted. Especially not since
I hate
Aventus
it
took
here.
off.
Grella the Kind is
next
the
time.
meanest person
Grilla
in
ain't
all
gonna
of
like some
Skyrim.
stranger just hanging around. Not that I care. Why someone like you want to hang around a place like this? Need something?
Who is Aventus?
Aventus Aretino. He was sent to live here after his mother died. He escaped, and before he left, he said he was going to do the Black Sacrament. You know, to call the Dark Brotherhood, so they'd come and kill old Gorilla. Word out on the street is that he went home to Windhelm, and people have heard strange chanting coming from his house. He's really doing it.
Last kid, Francois Beaufort.
I'm
I do
strong
hope Mommy and
quick,
Father come to get me
and can do
soon.
any chore you want.
Ever since that Aventus boy left, Grillad has been so angry. Yes, my parents dropped me off here a year ago, but they're coming back to get me. They said so. Need something? You look kind of scary, but nobody is scarier than old Grillad. Constance Michel says we have to be careful of people we don't know. Hi there.
Who is Aventus?
Oh, Aventus Aretino? He was sent here when his mother died, but he ran away. I heard he went back to his house in Windhelm, and he's trying to get the Dark Brotherhood to come and murder Grellid. That would be so wonderful. Alright then.
These kids really hate Grellid. Not that you can blame them. Alright, got a couple of cast iron pots over here. Another empty chest. Nothing else in the main room but another empty chest. Let's check out this room. This doesn't look good. Buckets and shackles on the wall. That leaves Grellad's bedroom, which we'll cover next. Pick her pocket. 15 gold and the pig children, which we've read already.
Riffraff. That's all you Riften people are. This is an orphanage, not an inn. Be gone from here. This is an orphanage, not an inn. Be gone from here.
Alright. Well, now I just need to loot out her bedroom, and then the orphanage will be clear. And we'll probably be at a stopping point, because we're at about an hour. So we've read The Woodcutter's Wife. We've read The Bear of Markarth. We've read The Cabin in the Woods. Just leaves this little table over here.
Constance! Yes, Bella. The stores are running low. We'll need to water down the milk again. Besides, we don't want the little darlings getting fat.
All right. I'll take care of it.
There's one other thing. There's a little courtyard
parents dropped
we
me
can
off
head
here a
into
year ago.
through this door right here. I think the kids like to come out here and play, but there's nothing here. I just thought I'd show it to you.
It's too bad the orphanage ain't letting us kids get adopted. I'd be the best son ever.
Well, that's it for now. And it's been about an hour, so let me just head out and find our next target. Which is down in the canal.
Looking to stay alive? Why take a chance?
Romlin Dreth's house. Let's get ready to head in there. And here is where I'll call it a video. This has been Let's Play Skyrim. Next time, we'll begin with Romlin Dreth's house and just continue moving through the city of Riften. Until then, thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.